Hello! Hi! Welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Mascara and I'm a little bit crazy. And today I thought I'd just throw some shit on my face, have a bit of a natter, try and create something big and dramatic because I'm in one of those moods. I thought it'd be a bit of fun. You get the idea. And if you're wondering about my lighting, it's all natural daylight and it is really warm out. Now I'm going to check how warm it is. It is nearly 20 degrees Celsius, which in Fahrenheit is... It's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And you might not think that's particularly warm, but in the UK it is. It's really warm. And my dress isn't particularly thin either, but I'm just going to deal with it. So I'm going to start off with primer, and for that I have the lovely XX Revolution Hydra Quench Bomb thing. It's a primer, it's green, it looks so cool. I mean, it is literally a jelly. So I'm just going to get a bit with my finger and kind of whack it on. It's got aloe vera or something in it. And then we look at the lid, it's a really cool lid. It's got XX Revolution on it. And I'm just going to rub this in with the wrong hand. As you do. This stuff feels so nice on my skin. And it leaves it really, really tacky. See, I keep the seal on this just to make sure it doesn't dry out. This stuff is like 15 quid. I don't feel like having 15 quid's worth of primer dry up. Now I'm going to go in with foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation. Could go either way. I'm hoping this matches me because I've got to wear it all week. So I'm just going to do my good old thing of just kind of dumping it straight onto my face. And see where that gets us. Okay, so for a moment I thought I put on a bit too much, but because it's a medium coverage, it just makes it a bit more full coverage than it would otherwise be. Which I'm actually okay with. I just need to kind of blend it into my hairline because if you can't tell, I've got really, really fine hair. But you kind of get used to it after you've had it for nearly 25 years. Now, concealer. I have two. I have the Maybelline, is this Maybelline? Yes, the Anti-Age Eraser, and the Maybelline Superstay. I'm going to go in with this first and then this because I can't remember how much I like this, but I know this one's fairly full coverage. I'm going to zoom in a little bit as well because I am... How am I this awake? It's the most awake I've been in about a week, so I'm going to stick this under my eyes. Because this is specifically an under eye concealer, but oh well. And I'm just going to blend it in with my sponge, which I really need to clean, but I don't have time to clean during the week, and then I forget, and then at the weekends I just don't want to. Now if you're wondering about my forehead and it getting lines in, it's because I've got massive eyes and massive eyelids, so I do have to kind of lift my brows up a bit to really get in under my eyes and stuff like that. I'm going with a little bit of the Age Rewind because I can. I'm never sure how much of this I actually need or how much to twist it up. It's one thing I don't like about this concealer. Okay, it is lighter than I remember it being. Again, I'm just going to blend this in. Now I'm going to go in with one of the Fenty sticks. I kind of like these, I can't remember. I haven't used them in a while. I'm going to warm up on the back of my hand. It is pretty full coverage. Where's a hair clip band when I need one? It's the best thing about filming in my bedroom. I can just lean over and grab stuff. I'm going to buff this in with a brush instead of my sponge because I just find a brush works better when I'm trying to use cream contour. Now you see, I kind of like how this has turned out. I know the highlighting sticks and stuff aren't as good, but you win some, you lose some. I mean, think that's quite a nice kind of subtle highlight. I just used the one I've got. I'm gonna stick my finger a little bit on. I do love the Fenty highlighters, but these sticks are a bit of a pain. I'm going to use a clean side of my sponge just to blend that in before I set it all. Like that. I mean, it's a nice highlight. And now to see how it works when I've set it down. So, setting brush. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever powder. This is the one I'm really loving at the moment. I don't know if I can still get it. This is the next issue I'm going to come across when this runs out, but I just use a little bit, I swirl it around. I'm going to make sure my under eyes aren't creasy, because it's an issue I come across pretty regularly. What I will say, this is horrible to get with contact lenses, the powder, because I have got it on my contacts before. And it's not fun. Just gonna get a bit of a bigger brush. Don't get me wrong, this is not my everyday makeup. I don't bother with cream, contour and stuff like that most days, just because it's a lot of effort. But that highlighter is still showing up, which I'm gonna go with is quite impressive. I'm gonna sort out my brows quickly using a few of my favourites, just because brows are boring for most people. And this is why I tend to go for clear brow gel, not one that I can make a mess of. So that was the ABH brow gel in Taupe, and I'm going to use a pencil from Benefit in 3.75. This is a precisely my brow, and I'm just going to go through, fill in any sparse areas. So I'm going to try and recreate a really bright look I did the other day. I'm going to turn my brightness up because I like this. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just Hey It's Mascara. And potentially not these colours because I'm not using the same palette as I did. I'm going to be using a combination of probably Rady Daydreamer, Rady Dusk palette, the two ones that she came out with, Obsession, and probably the Mmmmitchel palette because I do love this so much. So I'm going to move brushes and just like out of the way. So first of all I went in with a yellowy colour, yellowy orange. I'm going to go in with Hitchhiker, which is this orange here in the Rady Daydream palette. I'm going to find a nice clean brush. I do honestly have all three palettes just laid out in front of me right now. So I'm going to go in with that Hitchhiker colour. I'm going to just use this palette as a mirror from now on, probably. I'm just going to kind of pack this on the inner corner. I've got a slightly tacky base. I'm going to go over with a little bit more concealer in a minute. Actually, no, I'm just going to use the sponge just to really make sure it's smooth and all that jazz. And use that colour just in the inner corner, like this. We do the same on this one. I'm going to blend this up really hard because I feel like being extra because I'm legitimately going nowhere today. And you may as well be extra if you're stuck inside. And wow, that's bright. One way to sculpt your nose. Shall I just leave it here? Nice and orange. What did I use next? I used kind of a pinkyish colour. Pinky orangey colour. So I'm going to go in. First of all, I'm going to use Mr. H here. This one just here. From the Mmmmitchel palette, and I'm gonna lay that over the top. I'm sorry I'm not using one palette, but I wanted to create something bright and colourful, and quite often you do have to delve into a couple of palettes to do that. And I'm just laying this over the, like, above my crease, just so that I've got a plan of what I'm doing, don't worry. Next I'm going to use this colour here, called Lily, this pinkish colour. Well, it's not pinkish, it is pink. I'm just going to dot that on the edge of that peachy pinky colour. Blend it all in. I'm going to go in with, what colour? I'm going to go back in with the Mmmmitchel palette and use this Moto colour, this deep purple. I'm going to use quite a light hand with this. Just stamping it on for now. I'll worry about blending in a minute. Now with that colour, I'm also going to go back in with that lily colour and blend it up through my eyebrows. I'm going to use a bit more of that Moto just to kind of blend in between. I'm also going to bring that down onto my lid. I'm just going to tap it on for now. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. I know it looks like a bit of a mess, but I know I pretend to know what I'm doing. Then with a clean brush, I'm going to use Miles High, which is the lavender here, just this one here. I'm going to tap my brush into that and really blend out the edges. I'm just going to wing this out a massive amount because I can. So I'm going to use those colours again. I'm using a flat brush this time, if I can find one of my many flat brushes. So I'm going to use a bit of Moto to start with, just the inner corner, or outer corner even. And then I'm going to go in with Lily. Then I'm going to use Mr. H again. I'm going to do the same on the other side, which I really should have done when I was doing it first time. Then I'm going to use a small brush, like the end of this one, and I'm going to go in with Hitchhiker again, but I'm going to focus out on the inner corner a bit for now. And then I'm going to use Yellow Rose, this yellow here, and put that right in the middle. Then clean blending brush like this. I'm going to make sure it's really clean. I'm going to really blend all of this together. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use my trusty KVD tattoo liner in Trooper Black. So I'm just going to get a mirror and I'm just going to get this on as neatly as I can, probably fast forwarding through this. Next I'm going to go and align my waterline using the Nabla Velvetyne liner in Bombay Black. It is just a black pencil kohl liner. Okay, so I kind of fucked up a little bit, but I'm kind of rolling with it at this point. So a bit of the kohl liner did come a bit low, but I have just blended it out, mixed it with a bit of Moto from the Mmmmitchel palette, and I'm kind of digging it. I never really did dark smoky looks as a kid, teenager, whatever you want to call them, and I'm kind of living for it. So now for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Patricia Bright X Revolution trio thing. I use it in Moonlight Glow because I am pale, and I'm going to use my normal bronzer brush, going with the bronzer shade. It's got a mirror in it, so I'm just going to use that. I know I'm using it upside down, but oh well. I'm just going to flip it over. Then I really like the blush in here. It's kind of a corally colour, this one here. So I'm going to use it with this brush. I'm just going to tap this in to find my highlighter brush, which looks like this. I'm going to use this one for now. I'm going to see how bright it is. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty damn good highlighter. And I'm also going to stick a little bit of this on my inner corners. So now I'm going to do my lashes. Stick some lashes on and I'll be right back with ya. So for lashes, I've used the Eylure Luxe 3D lashes. I just like these ones, they look dramatic. And for mascara I used the Rude Cosmetics Obnoxious Volume and the Collection Lash Surge. So I'm quickly going to put some lipstick on. I'm going to use the matte lipstick in Yash. I'm just going to stick this on if I can find a mirror. This is what I normally use on a daily basis, so I thought it'd be a good one to stick on today. It's just a nice everyday kind of nude. I'm going to use the Fix Settings, Hydra Fix Setting Spray by XX Revolution. And that'll be this look complete. So give it a bit of a shake. And I've got quite dry skin. So I'm going to zoom, I'm going to lean forward, and this is the finished look. I'm going to take this little hair slide out, and this is how it's looking. I'm kind of digging it, just a little bit. I don't normally do this dramatic, this bold kind of thing, so it's kind of a lot different for me. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and I'll see you on Friday for another Foundation Friday. Bye!